89.7 FM.
Ajiman Joseph, I see you. Maxwell do a trade. Brew Wakwapim. Steven Jampo. Alfred Nazer. Pascal Gupado in Wager. Clarissa Big Mus Wallace doing the listening. Larry from Spinktex listening to you. Nana, thanks for tuning in. Ni Tojo from Tema Newtown. Lawyer Martin Pebu. Emmanuel Houston in Germany. Angela Corte. Rookie inside Hacho. Daniel Akofo Japia. Tofik from Tofma. And the good doctor has tuned in. Dr. Dapa. Ni Alberto seated and waiting anxiously. Lennox Ado, Yawu Ekuyapem. Genius Intimedi. Ariel Entry. Dr. Cynthia Tego. Emmanuel Ashon of Gapoha. Day man inside Adenta Frafraha. Richard Senanu from Dodoa. Kukrubon and the Taikosi Ajimai. Mr. William Thomason. Dr. Edusa Kodia. Patience George. All of the Peninsula Resort. Mr. Sam Kuban. It's been a while. Grace from Mimpasa Masini. We are live on Facebook, join 99.7 FM, and on YouTube. Live on Facebook, join 99.7 FM, live on YouTube, on the same day. Eben Dunyame of Bachona, Malekin Adenta, our external producer. playtime is over. And we start the way we start. Folks, until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. And you know, I'll say that again. Folks, I said until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. Hello and welcome to the most opinionated hour on radio and the nation's thought-provoking hour. I am Nana Ansah Kwao IV, Chief of the Little Republic of Akwemu Edumasa. And I say thank God it's Monday. Another fine opportunity for us to meet up as one people to perform radio's finest ritual. A ritual I call that my opinion, as usual, only on Joy 99.7 FM, Mondays at this time. Make it a date, tune in, set your clocks, and join us. Our topic today, folks, a nation of no consequences. A nation of no consequences. Folks, let us all gather and make truth good. Last week, we talked about a nation with repeated problems. Folks, and I said it is as though we have been cursed or we are in a trance. Whatever it is, we are helpless. And we are just not capable of stopping any misfortune. Even if it kills us. Even if it kills us. So be it. Now, it's a very low state of mankind or humankind. It must be a very low state. Now, once upon a time, I said self-denial, was low. They say it's one of the lowest. But where do we place this? Where you have all the means, yet you do nothing. You have all the answers. Still, we do nothing. We just sit. Die, we just sit and do nothing. I hope somewhere in the psychology department, in our higher institutions, there's some study going on to find out where it is we place this level of humankind. That you sit with the power, the means, and the answers, but year in, year out, you just sit and just hit bam with misfortunes. Sometimes you can even predict, as we are now, we know that 3rd June next year, we'll be back doing the same thing again. There should be a study going on to find out what state does a human being get to act like this. Because I tell you the truth, folks, the sad truth. All we are waiting for is for the rains to subside. That's it. No more airtime. No more agitation. And apart from the few houses that will be pulled down for optics, we shall go back to business as usual. We shall go back to business as usual. Folks, if we looked on for people to poison almost all our waters, the water is life, in the name of employment and poverty, and we couldn't stop it in spite of our military might, then one wonders how serious can we really get with those who are just blocking water, which its effects are only seasonal and not as permanent. It doesn't probably cause so much death and so much illness as those poisoning water would do. If we couldn't stop those poisoning water, how serious are we going to be with those blocking water? But I think the jury is still out. We hope that will be wrong. Folks, let me tell you something. The young ones who may not know, I'm not sure that you people know. Before 2013, right, in China, when you were convicted and sentenced to death by firing squad, after you were shot, they will bill your family 3 yuan. It's called bullet fee. Just they did not even think you were worth the taxpayers' money for them to pay for your execution. So your poor family, who's probably already grieving that they've lost their family member, you have to pay for the bullet. Bullet nika. They will shoot you, and it's called bullet fee. But folks, I just want you to put that in your mind, and then we flip the coin. Here in Ghana, the taxpayer has to pay, and pay heavily. But here, it's for incompetence, it's for negligence, it's for little or no work. In consideration, we pay heavily for disregard, disrespect. That's what we pay for. While others are being shot and their family are being paid for the bullets. No. We have the same civil servants. Not all of them, please, not all of them. But some in very vital positions who we rely on. Town planning, road construction, healthcare. We rely on. We don't force them to take the positions. They apply, sometimes even pay bribe, whatever it is, but they get in there. But when they get there, we pay heavily. We pay heavily for disregard and disrespect. In Ghana, folks, would you believe that if you want to put up a building, obviously you need a parcel of land? This is in the building code, right? Then you have to go to a district assembly to prove that you own the land or you have some form of authorization that you can use the land. They will check with lands to see if your claims are true. You then now need some drawings of the building and the purpose of it, private or commercial. The assembly will check the building and its use, if it will be appropriate for the said location. They will check. Well, should I say they have to check? Folks, they will physically visit the site with the whole team. EPA to check the impact on the environment, traffic impact assessment if it's by a busy area, you're building something in a busy area to make sure you don't inconvenience other road users. Folks, sometimes even national security to be sure if there are any security installations in the neighborhood and if your building would not obstruct any security intelligence. When you get all clear before you are granted permit to build, periodically they have to come and check to make sure you're sticking according to the plan that is approved. And sometimes even if you plan it's a 3-bedroom and you want to increase it to a 4-bedroom, you need to go and get it reapproved. That this time I'm not building 3, but I'm building 4. Just demarcating one room to split the rooms up, you need to go and get a plan. Folks, after you get a fire certificate, and then with all that, you now approach ECG and then you approach the water company to say, look, I have all these permits, I have all this done, now connect me to the grid. Then you're given a certificate of inhabitation. Now you can move into the house. So how come, folks, that the houses that are being demolished are usually fully complete. Quite a number of them. Quite a number of them are fully complete. With people living in it, with cars parked in it. How? And it's a house. It's not like a tent where you pull a rope and then boom, the whole thing just springs up. Lay your foundation, lay your bricks, do your lintel, wait for it to dry, plaster it, whatever it is, roof it, paint it, glaze it, move furniture in it. How come that the houses we are pulling down are fully complete? Because this is a nation of no consequence. All the above who are paid to make sure towns are planned get to keep their jobs. If there's a pay rise due, they get their pay rise. If there's promotion due, they get their promotion. They're due for transfer, they transfer them. Folks, how many of them can submit a paper to say, we went to court to seek permission to demolish and we were denied? How many can say we went there to demolish and we were attacked? Yet, they are all at post. No consequences. We pay for disregard. We pay for negligence. And we pay for disrespect. Folks, you see what people have gone through. You know, work hard, get a few belongings to make your life comfortable, and then overnight, everything is gone. Everything is gone. And still, those responsible are at post. No consequences. Folks, we have big-time contractors constructing major roads. And we all welcome the construction of roads. We welcome the construction of roads because we need it. But my God, even in the Roman days, they constructed roads. Folks, BC, 342 BC, before Christ, they were constructing roads. Some of the roads that even the Romans constructed are still there today. Are we really saying that what these guys are doing on the roads now, this is the only form of engineering? Potholes, mud, Jesus Christ, who said they have no respect. And yet we pay top dollar. Hundreds of millions, averagely doing $1 million per kilometer. And you get on the road and you think, Jesus Christ. Are these people saying they don't even have one grader just to smoothen the road, just some roller to just harden the surface for people to just drive on? And you drive and sometimes the graders are just parked there. And the graders are just parked there. And yet they get to keep their contracts. The guys from highways who inspect the road get to keep their job. They are not with my beer. And sometimes you're driving on this road and then you see somebody's shaft just broken. You go further down, somebody's bumper is just falling off because it's just nobody cares. But we pay. And the final nail, which is the most painful bit, is if you stand up today and say, oh, that's it, I'm going to break houses and I'm going to take contracts from whatever it is, somebody from the opposing party will come and say, oh, yes, as for we, when we come, we won't break your houses. As for us, when we give you contracts, we won't take it. And they play against each other. It's like, my reward to you is you can be in discipline only if you vote for me. And as soon as the baton changes, it's the same thing. Well, I will let you be in discipline if you vote for me. And here we are, folks. Here we are. Just the whole town is just crumbling on us through sheer indiscipline, sheer disrespect, sheer disregard. And the most painful part is that we have to pay for it. Oh yes, we have to pay for it. What would happen if the authorities that be took district by district, say, planner, engineer planner Obraha, town planner Obraha, EPA Obraha, this house here, sack. Why is this house here? Sack. Why is this house here? Sack. Tomorrow I'm going to T region. By the time you get there, what would happen? I mean, what at all would the world come to an end if people who are paid to do a job get sacked because they didn't do the job? I don't know. Because it's like the civil service, the most difficult thing about civil service is just getting in. Once you get in there, that's it. There's no getting out. There's absolutely no getting out. I mean, sometimes you listen to them on the Public Accounts Committee. I remember when the guy said he had 16,000 cedis worth of fuel vouchers. I see when he says, oh, they came to change the desk. And so they took the desk with the 16,000 cedis worth of vouchers in Tiara. That's it. He still gets to keep his job. Why are we afraid? And the other day I said on the show that if you look at the number of people who are desperate for jobs and the number of people who have jobs who don't care, it doesn't tally. Folks, it doesn't tally because usually, because of the levels of unemployment, you would think that those who have jobs would really hang on to their jobs and go the extra mile to be able to keep it. But here we are, we don't have jobs. Where do we draw this balance? Why are we so afraid of consequences? Why are we so afraid of consequences? It's not as if it's a charity that the guy just comes in maybe 2 hours a day and over here, man, mistake, be after all, he was just giving us his services for free. No. No. So somebody comes. He knows clearly that in this area, this is the wetlands. My colleague chiefs will sell the wetlands. Those who are engineers will come and fill the wetlands, and then people will build on it. And yet, each and every one goes free. There are no consequences. And I'm saying, as soon as the rain subsides, we are back to square one. All those who can now they can't access their buildings because their foundations is under the water, they'll wait. As soon as the rains go down, they'll be in there to start building. They'll be in there to start building. And the assemblies and the DCEs and everything will get to keep their job. And as for Katamanso, the DC and the MP, which I'll find their names and name and shame them, Omasem Kradi, airtime. Sometimes you wonder, how much is a truck of laterite? How much is a truck of laterite? That you can't just feel sometimes, there's a pond, a paddle. The car will literally have to submerge and come back out. And you know that if they just tip just one tipper truck of laterite, they can just make this just motorable. Konkatamansu, Gulf City area. What an embarrassment. What a waste of Oye Bibi. I mean, there with her people, Oye Bibi. I mean, there with her people, unblocking something or building something or doing something, she's there. And then you ask, as an Indian, you're going, Katamansu, or Wahifa. So, folks, until we bring into our system consequences, then I think this is our fate. Folks, this is our fate. If we are not going to sack people, if we're not going to let people do their job, then, folks, we must accept our fate. Those who live in, I saw a video today, the guy on a jet ski, the whole area is flooded, and he has a jet ski, and now he's skiing in the area. And I think, look, that's what we are, Obianko Toby, because nobody's going to do anything for you. So you might as well, Charlie, they say if life throws you lemons, make lemonade. Well, if life throws you floods, turn into a ski resort. He's got jet ski. And I was wondering, Okofafi baby never had nothing where? In the area, jet ski. Then life throws you flats, make a ski resort. But folks, we are pleading to the guy on the top, the president. Sack people. Julius Debra, senior, call him senior. Sack people. Just sack them. Sack. Starting from region 1. Sack, now go region 3. Sack, number 2. Sack. You just random. By the time you get to 8, you will see action and people working. Sack. Road contracts. Take it from people. Because the disrespect and the disregard is cancerous. Maybe I do not have cancer, am I? This can be a new culture, a new tradition that we adopt and pay for it on top. And pay top dollar. When you say pay top dollar. Today I was in traffic on the motorway. There's a guy in his Honda City. Young man or shirt and white shirt in a town. He's worked hard and bought his little car. Charlie, or top poto mubiana adina Charlie, I felt sorry for the man. But Obende, he has to go to work. Otopoto mubia Charlie, I'm just looking at him. Thank God, my car was a bit high to me. The jam and I'm musuka krakra. Why? What has this man done? What is his sin? What is his sin? Just to get up from work and go to home and back. No namuto wiso. Charlie, it's like the surface of the moon. I don't even think Neil Armstrong went through that. Mr. President, Mr. Chief of Staff, sack people, fire people on the spot. Fire them, let them go to court. Fire them, let them go to court and justify why it is that they left things to be and they still want to keep their jobs. Zero 0302 216 541 0302 216 541. Brother Chidiak is on the phone. Good evening, Chidiak.
Yeah, Nana.
Yes, sir.
Hope you're fine.
I'm very fine. I'm very frustrated this evening, but I'm fine.
But what interests me is to take you to firing squad, they will kill you, and your families will pay for the bullet. Wow, that's the master stroke. Yes. When we bring this thing here, our gutters will be clean. Everything will be in order. So let's fight for this. They kill you, your family should pay for the bullets. When you are stealing, you know when you are caught, you will be killed. And your family should pay for the bullets. Let's fight for this. We shall be free. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a bit extreme. RHO is on the line. Ro is on the line. Hello, Ro. Yes, sir.
Nana, how are you?
I'm very well. Frustrated this evening, but I'm good.
Oh, okay. What your narrative, trying to get money, but you're still some serious stuff. I agree with your facts. But Nana, is not a problem. Let me tell you, sack everybody, the Ministry of Federal Government, go to the
Oh, Ro, I need to hear your submission, so position yourself well, because I really want to hear your submission.
Hello, can you hear me now?
I can hear, yeah, it's good. It's good.
What I'm saying is that your success proposition is absolutely great. But we will sack and the issue will still confront that.
You think it won't put fear in the next guys to say, look, if I don't do that.
Now, my brother, nothing will happen. You know why?
Tell me.
The entire local government structure have been compromised over the years.
Okay.
Now, you drive around town, look at what is happening. Listen, I was born and bred in the Connection number 1 estate. Mm-hmm. When we were growing up, the way the estates were done, you will check Connection number 1, check Connection number 2, check Audoma estate, check what is it called, the Swan Lake area. But those days in the 70s, 80s, 90s, we didn't have flooding because you know why? We had an effective local government structure. Today, as we speak, nothing. It has been a family and friends people. You see these Tobu boys following politicians, and they end up on the MDCE. This is what they do. And I've taken time to study this carefully. Mm-hmm. So they go in there, they are aunties from nowhere, they are, from the nation's capital, indigenous, they get their sisters, aunties, Calibo and India, then somebody from the central, and that has been the mess. Sack them, and we will still have this undertone problem. So this is what I propose, because I believe we are calling for solution as we do this.
Yes, please.
And I want to use your platform, and together with you, let us do this. Let us call Operation Restore Order. Mm-hmm. And this is the proposition, right? Let us get the Ghana's Army 49 Engineer Regiment to act as a technical support in a role for the MMDAs. This is a model that was done by the Kenyan Defense Force. Mm-hmm. It supported the county government, and it worked. So guess what? This is what the Ghana military, we believe, can do. And once we get them to do this, it's going to help. And this proposal for the Operation Restore Order simply will be to use the 49 Engineer Regiment as the technical enforcement arm of the MMDAs to prevent and correct indiscriminate building structures all over Ghana, starting from the nation's capital, Accra. So it will become like a joint force comprising of the Ministry of Defense, the Ministry of Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development, the MMDAs, the NADMOs. They will remain the full authority, but over the planning decision will be the 49 Engineering Regiment, and they shall provide the execution. So going forward, nobody will give building permit if you don't go through the 49 Engineering Regiment. And once we do that, we'll empower them now to go in and start demolition. Because you know what is happening. This demolition going on is a political arm because they are afraid that the politician is afraid that he will lose votes. My brother, let us allow the systems are there. You could sack them. But that whole many of the Kenyan ambassadors, whole thing will still eat us. We will go nowhere. Let us engage the 49 engineer government. Let them come in as an arm to restore law and order. Once they move in, every structure, whatever they call Legon is field or whatever thing they call, my brother, you drive to a new place just by the next to the Labadi Beach Hotel. There's a new beach. Go and see what they've done. A whole lake that had that whole structure where it receives the water. They filled that whole place and they made that place as a beach and people go there. I've forgotten the name. It's close to the military. What's this name, man? It's next to the Bob something just from the. I know this place because I visited even there recently just to for it to be part of my whole proposal. It's a shame, man. It's a shame. And what is going to happen in that whole Labadi Intuition enclave just by the lagoon? Go and see what they've done. They filled the whole lagoon. They put on structures. And the city authority sits watching. Jesus Christ. Please, let's engage the 49 engineer regiment as soon as possible to restore order in this country.
Rob,
God bless you.
God bless you very much, but I think I couldn't agree with you more. I haven't thought of it like that, but I can't agree with you more. But Francis is in Accra. Hello, Francis.
Hi, Nana. Good evening.
Good evening, Francis. Let me hear you.
Nana, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so basically, I think
I'm getting feedback.
Okay, one second. I think, Nana, basically, sometimes I think the black man, forgive my language, wishes us to think. We've known that we need to construct the motorway. We know the number of cars that ply the motorway every day. We know the inconvenience it will create. We had a mistake made for the Kaswa Road to Winneba. So I was thinking, for once, we would have created some sort of alternative parallel line route prior to destroying the main motorway to give way for the construction. Nana, when you close from work and you live in Tema, your thought process is, should I use the motorway or use the beach road? Because when you use the motorway, there's a high probability that your tire will burst, or you will have to visit the mechanics and change your shocks. I mean, what kind of human beings are we? It's as if we fail to plan and accountability is neglected. Who is supervising them? I mean, you get up to go to work and it's like you are signing your death warrant.
Yeah.
You leave very early. And if you leave at a stretch of 25, it is no worse. You need 2 motorways. You leave very early and every day you are praying that you get to work safely. And when you close, it's now worse. Because there's no room on the motorway they are trying to construct. And places where they have actually graded, sort of removed the topsoil, but become another road that people used to. I mean, it is a mess. It's like an animal kingdom. The black, it doesn't refuse to think. Seriously, it's sad. And we have people that are supposed to supervise the construction. It's because nobody is held accountable. Listen, just so I don't divert from the discussion, that collapse of the building, somebody gave the permit. Somebody was supposed to supervise. So it is all those who were given the permit. Now even hold the person constructed. Unless you can prove beyond reasonable doubt that you issue a stop work, you decide to prosecute the person and then sort of somehow it terminated, that's when you can be exonerated. Otherwise, they will always be held accountable. The guy who issued the permit still goes to work and takes his pay when people are dead. What kind of country are we? And you come and see my pay, the tax I pay on my salary. It's crazy, seriously. Now I'm deciding where to go. Now I'm going to use the Peshi Lungwa, then through Junction Mall before I hit Committee 3, Sakumano Committee 3. Before I can, what kind of nonsense is that?
Oh. Thank you. I know. I share your frustration. It's so unfair. I share your frustration. It's so unfair. It's frustrating, and I just think you see. And the painful thing is that it can be corrected. So this is not like maybe when you cancer, be a no. This is a small headache where there's a paracetamol lying on the table, but you will not take it. You will not take it. Hi, Nana. Good evening. This is a good topic, Nana. It's 100% true. A nation and the people with no consequences of their act towards nation and society, as well as life wrecking. For consequences to happen, let us use the swearing by thunder God before going to state office and make a vow if I go against any people who, by their actions, cause the nations. We should be named in the media and shame them and hoot them in public spaces, in our churches, mosques, and extend it to their children. I think by this we will wake up to protect our nation and its resources. Francis is in Accra. But yes, and on this note, I am also giving a special shout out to MCE of Katamansu and MP of Katamansu, giving you special shout out. It's such an embarrassment. And indeed, if we could sack, we'll just sack. Now, the challenge we have in solving Ghana's drainage and flood control problems are also the opportunities we have to solve part of our unemployment challenges. Ghana's development goals and underdevelopment challenges are not separate. They are the same project seen from different angles, and they can be solved. They can be corrected. Get them in there to do the work. But Ro is back. Hello, Ro.
Yeah, Nana, there was, the proposal, I'll be sending it to your WhatsApp number so that you take a look at it. But there's one element that I believe I left off, which we need to look at it critically. Have you observed that today in the chieftaincy area we have criminals and we have land guards and some hoodlums who have taken over the chieftaincy structure? Have you noticed that?
I can say that. I mean, some of our chiefs have really. I've started a show once that chiefs have really let the side down. We have really let the side down.
I just want you to do this, and you and I can start something on this. Check the entire Greater Accra region, the chieftaincy whole thing, the structure. Look at the people. They call some Asafo. There's now a new thing called Asafwache. For you, this is your area. This is your institution. In today's age, do we need Asafwache, or we need people with some brains that will help the indigenes to move from our lockdown situation? So, with this whole new Asafwache, which is nothing but some hoodlums and fees that the structure are imposing into the local government structure, and they are the people influencing the MMDAs, the MSCs, and the entire Ministry of Local Government. Until we bring the military in for that structure, and I'm talking about the Customer Engineering Regiment. This whole, that's what I'm saying. Sack. I can make you the president for the next 72 hours. You can sack all. It will still pop up. Do you know why? Because it is well ingrained in. Let's bring the military in. Law and order.
I will look through the and do I have your permission to do an expansive show on it?
That'll be great.
Thank you, Ro. Thank you very much. This one says my name. Says the name of the MP is Honorable Joseph Akwete. Very clueless. I am Davis from Kubekro number 2. Nana Lekma office needs to be scrapped, or everyone there needs to be held accountable. Come to Teshinungwa Estate and see for yourself what they are good at is collecting property tax. My name is Nana Ansah Kwao na Wokanisi. Michelle and Michelle come. Nana Ansah Kwao na Wokanisi. Kasenso Michelle Camp. Kasenso in Michelle Camp. As for the MP and the DC Bonkatamanso, we have to dedicate a whole show, one show for this, a dedicated show back home. Hey! But this thing Ro is saying, this 49 engineer regiment, they are the ones constructing the new Accra Kumasi highway, right? Charlie, if you see the speed and the efficiency with which the people are working, and because they are soldiers, no cassava farm, cassava farm, that kind of obstruction. No. They are working. Those who are doing the compensation are behind taking the list for compensation and paying the compensation and a juma no cost. We still have that fear and respect for the soldiers. So I think, I couldn't agree with Romo that placed them there. After all, like I said, Ghana's security threat is not from external, it's more internal. These are national security threats. These water things are all national security threats. And that's what the soldiers are for. To put them there. Now we have plenty kennels. Kennel be Ankoye MC, DC. Kennel be a one regiment. I'm sure say everything will be fine. Ko baby can koi pa dear. Thank you very much, Ro. I look forward to that document. I'll read it. And then I'll come and share with the opinionators. On the ones and twos with Kweku Emisa, there was Oliver and the legendary Ziggy. I came to work with Nyami and Nyonyam. Princess One. Telling me, I got 1 more minute. Folks, I am Nana Ansah Kwao. Don't touch the dial. The news bulletin is up next. Papa Ni. Nice African print top. For God and country. Kofi Hayford has got some nice soul-searching songs for you. While we look at how it is that we implement some consequences. I am Nana Ansah Kwao IV. Folks, next Monday, God willing, we'll be back to do this all over again.